Hello everyone. So today's video is about forgiveness and being in a state of gratitude. So we're going to cover a couple things that I really is really setting on my heart that I would like to share with you, and how perfect of a time but close to Thanksgiving right now. And for those that are new to my channel, my name is Sheila Fox, and I am an inspirational and motivational speaker. And I like just to have the YouTube channel, little glimpses of inspiration for you, for things for you to help you to work on, or things that you're wanting help on. And so I really hope that this channel is very helpful for you and my videos. And so first off, who hasn't had something happen to them where you got, either really upset with somebody you felt that wronged you, that hurt you terribly, these things, or they said bad things about you, or maybe it's about yourself. Maybe something happened and you're struggling to be able to even forgive yourself. So do you have any of those things coming or happening for you right now? Maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a friend, or like I said, maybe it's yourself and you're struggling to just forgive yourself. So my tips, I'm not going to say tips, my personal experiences. So I've had a few. I've had a few things that happen. Usually in my life, I'm able to really to forgive somebody. And really the forgiveness isn't so much about the other person, but it's about you. Because if this person has wronged you, or this thing that has happened, or you not be able to forgive yourself, you're holding on to that and it's just eating away at you. And when you think about that thing, what does it do for you? What feelings come up for you? I know for me personally, I had an instance happen, and it was with a family member, and it was very hard, and it was a struggle, and it was with my stepdad. And this man, who has been my father since I could ever remember, he stepped up to be my father when my own dad didn't. And I also chose to let this man be my father and to father me, and I loved him. I shouldn't say loved. I love him too as my father. And when I look at him, I see him as my father, not as my stepfather. And I've had a lot of love for this man. He's been there for me through thick and through, especially during my teenage years. And boys broke my heart. And he was there to take me underneath his wing, per se, and help lift me up and make me feel better. Every time that a boy would break my heart and break up with me in my high school years. And he would take me places and we would do things together. We would go fishing, or just go on a short little road trip. And one of my things is I just love being out in nature, and he did too, or still does. And so this is my relationship that I have with my stepdad. And so, and something happened, and that relationship was broken. And he said some very hurtful things about me and to other people that I knew. And my perspective was, he's out there telling all these people about these bad things, and they're all gonna believe it. And I was very hurt by this. I was very hurt by this, that he would attack me in such attacked my character in such a way. A man who was my father, or supposed to be my dad, and in my eyes, a father is never ever supposed to turn their back on their children. And it was really hard for me to overcome this pain and this hurt. And I had also pain around it, because this is the man that I chose to let him in to be my father. He wasn't my biological father, so I had a choice. And I chose to let him in to be my father. And so I had a lot of hurt around this point, that I chose him to let him in. And it hurt. And I had a lot of pain. I had a lot of anger. I had a lot of frustration. And then I realized, it's not really about me. And I just need to let it go, because it was just consuming me. This hurt and this anger that I had over this whole situation. And so once I realized that, then that's when the forgiveness came. The forgiveness didn't come from him to me. The forgiveness came from me and for me, to offer it up to him. Will I forget? No. But I no longer have the pain. I no longer have the anger around it. And I just realized that it's about him. It's not really about me. It's an issue that he needs to deal with that his views towards me. But the one thing that I can control is my view, my perception, how I'm going to react to the situation. And my biggest thing with that around this whole forgiveness thing, is that I'm a Christian woman and I believe in God. And my faith in the Bible, and God tells me that I'm not supposed to hold grudges, that I'm supposed to forgive. I'm supposed to give grace. Because I think about all the times that God has given me grace for things that I've done against what I've been taught, and things that I've done wrong, and sins that I have committed. Sometimes sins that I thought was very, very unforgivable. But knowing that God can forgive me, then I was able to forgive myself. So if you're sitting in that issue as well, that you did something and you're not able to forgive yourself. I've had 2 life experiences in that situation, and it was really hard for me to forgive myself. And what I had to do in that situation, for me, this is what worked for me, is that I offer it up to God. My horrible sin that I thought that I did so wrong that I couldn't forgive myself for. There's been many instances actually in my life that was hard for me to forgive myself for. And so then I just bring them up to God and let him take them on, those things. And then he helps me heal. And by his grace, I was able to forgive myself. And, if that's something that you're struggling with, then this is my thing I would like you to do. In offering up forgiveness to somebody else. I know it's hard. It's a struggle. But you're probably not going to get the forgiveness that you're wanting from the other party. You're not going to probably get them to say they're physically sorry to you. So forgiveness has to come from you. And when you forgive that person, then you'll be set free and you'll be released from that. And you'll feel better. And you won't have that anger carrying around, that anger, that hurt that pain anymore. And as my father, do we talk? No, we don't. He hasn't talked to me since my mom died almost 3 years ago. He hasn't talked to me. But I still offer him love because I still love him. To me, he's still my father. He's my father. And I came to terms with this after I was able to forgive him because he was hurting. Did he add to my hurt? Yes, he did. But I was able to forgive and to love him and to give him grace. I have hope that someday he will be able to overcome that, and our relationship will be better, and we'll be able to be in the same room again. And I just offer him up love on his birthday. I wish him a happy birthday, and Christmas I still send him love, and at Thanksgiving and things like that, Father's Day. Otherwise, I just let it be. But I continue to let him know that I love him. So that way he knows that I'm here. When he's ready, I'm here, waiting with open arms and to be receptive. Now, forgiveness of yourself, if that's something you're struggling with. For me, probably one of the biggest things that I had to struggle with forgiving myself was wrapped around my sexual abuse and forgiving myself because I thought it was my fault. Was it my fault? No, but my perception was that it was my fault. And so I had that wrapped around, and is something that has to be worked through. It's not going to be easy. It's not something that happens overnight. It's something that happens over time, both of those things. And probably the biggest thing I can do to try to help you is that if you close your eyes, I can ask you to close your eyes right now, okay? And then I want you to reach out your hands in front of you with your eyes closed. And then I want you to imagine those things that you feel are unforgivable. Once you have those things in your head that's unforgivable, I want you to place those things into your hands. And then I want you to see Jesus or universe or whoever you believe in or God. And I want you to see, and then Jesus with a smile on his face, he reaches into your hands and he grabs all those things that you feel like you can't let go of. How does that feel to have all that removed from your hands? Do you feel a little lighter? Do you feel relief? What is it that you feel right now? And then Jesus takes on those sins that you feel that's unforgivable from yourself or others. And Jesus takes those things down. Now put your hands down, keep your eyes closed. And I want you to picture this, that Jesus is standing in front of you right now, and he's still holding on to these things that he just took out of your hand. And he takes those on as his own. And he's taken those things and he's taken them with him on the cross because he died for our sins. And he took them on as his own, pure and innocent and full of love and grace. And he dies on the cross so that these things can be forgiven. And he takes them with him, and then they're gone. They're gone. How does that feel to you to have them removed? Do you feel like you can let them go now? I'm not asking you to forget. I'm just asking you, can you let them go to move forward? Instead of holding on to the past, are you able to let them go so you can move forward? Move forward in bliss, in love, in joy, in happiness. You can open your eyes now. How does that feel to have that removed, even for just that little bit of time? Do you think you can stay here in this place of forgiveness, to let it go and release it? God can do this for you. He's just waiting. He can do so many things. He can take away your hurt and your pain. When you're struggling, he can give you strength to lean on, give you a helping hand to pick you up when you feel like you can't go one step further. And if that's something that you're wanting more of, comment below, or you can send me an email as well. You can find my email on my YouTube page. You can also find me on Instagram as well. And the thing about gratitude, just a few minutes about gratitude. So something for you to start working on, and then I'll do another video about gratitude. But one of the things that I do on a daily basis is in my journal, every single day, I write at the top of the page, I am grateful for ... And then I list at least 3 things every day that I'm grateful for. They could be small things, like for me, every single day is my cup of coffee. And not just a cup of coffee. It's that first sip in the morning. Being very present, you know, that sip of morning, and you know, when I make my cup of coffee, and then I get my creamer in there, and I put some nutritional items in there. I put Cacao Bliss in there, and I put collagen powder, super healthy for me. So not only does the coffee taste good, but now the coffee is providing me nutrition as well. And when I take that coffee and then I blend it up and I whisk it up and I get a nice froth, and then I take that first sip of coffee, and as it touches, the warmth touches my lips, and I like savor it. And from the moment it touches my lips and I take the drink and I just hold it in my mouth for just a few seconds, and then I swallow, and then I could taste it and the savoriness as I swallow it, and it goes down my throat, and I can like savor it every inch and every step of the way until it empties into my stomach. And it's an amazing experience every single morning. Some other things is to be able to connect to my sisters and to sisterhood and my friends. And it could be as simple as I'm grateful for that I have a coffee pot to make my coffee, or I'm grateful for that I have a refrigerator to keep my food cold and fresh and good and nutritious and not let it spoil. You know, small, little, simple things. I'm grateful for the sunshine. I'm grateful for the rain, to be able to walk out in the rain. I'm grateful for to be able to feel the rain on my skin. I'm thankful to be able to see and hear and be able to have a voice and be able to speak my voice. Those simple things. So that's something you could try doing every day, and it's amazing. At first it was really hard, and now it comes pretty simple, the 3 things. And if I can't think of 3 things, then I just put it away aside, give myself grace, and then at the end of the day, then I'll come back to it. And usually there's always something to be grateful for, and just kind of search for that throughout your day. So that is my video for today, and then the next time I do a video, it will be on gratitude. So if you start doing that, doing the gratitude, let me know how it's going on the video here or Instagram or Facebook. Just let me know how things are going. And if you're interested, maybe you've got some stuff going on. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Email them to me, or you can even post them underneath this video. Feel free. Or if you have any ideas of what you would like to see more videos about, or see a video about, or anything like that as well, I'm willing to do that too. If you're new to me, and you feel obligated, or you feel like you're being led to, subscribe to my channel, and then also make sure that you like this video and share it with your friends if you got a lot out of it, because I'm sure that somebody else will as well. So I hope everybody has a great day, and you have a fabulous Thanksgiving with your family, and being in a state of gratitude and thankfulness. And I really hope that this helped you to forgive yourself, forgive others, giving others grace, and also just think about where the other person is. That's something else too I've had to learn, is think about where is that person coming from. We don't know why they reacted the way that they did that caused us to be angry with them or hurt with them. So think of it that sort of way, because we really don't know what's going on in other people's lives, and just give them that grace that you hope that somebody else would give you. So that is my tip for you today. So everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. Bye.